What's going on, everybody? I'm Shane from Heads and Tails. Up here, we got Ken from L&K Reptiles. And over here, we got Makayla from Makaylas Farm. Welcome to Behind the Scales, everybody. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. Anybody that doesn't know Makayla, you should always definitely go and check her out. She's got some awesome stuff going on. Makayla, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So much energy. Wow. I got the snakes, I breed chickens, I hatch them out. I got the bearded dragons. I'm an animal hoarder, so I've got a little bit of everything. But just
relax,
making it over here.
Awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I only heard a portion of that. I heard beardy.
I heard pretty good.
At this moment, I'm driving. We're going all the way up to Ohio from Texas. We're going to visit my sister. Later this week, we're probably going to meet up with Ken. We were going to meet up earlier this week. Unfortunately, Ken's sister passed last night in her sleep, and it was very tragic. I would like to just take a moment for some silence. What was her name, Ken?
Betty Jean Evans.
Can we have a moment of silence for Betty Jean Evans?
Yeah. All right, let's get past that. We want to move on. I'm sure she would want us to go on and move on and, just do what we do in life. It was a spur of the moment thing. We all go through it. It's a bummer, but hey, we got to rise above. That's what makes us special people. We keep going.
Absolutely. Ken, I know that Makayla was going to be on our show last week. We had to reschedule.
Yeah.
I know you had a gang of questions for her. I'm going to go ahead and let you start it off and ask away, my friend.
Yeah, I kind of figured, since you was driving, that I would have to take the lead a little bit, and I'm good with that. Helps me keep mind off of things anyways. So, Makayla, all right. You were saying you had all kinds of things. There. You got it sounds like you got a farm going. I mean, Makayla's farm.
I got a little bit of everything over here. I mean,
right,
I get a soft shell turtle now, which I never thought I'd have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many do you have in your shelter right now?
In what?
Did you say you ran a dog shelter?
No, I have a soft shell turtle. I have 5 dogs.
I thought you said dog shelter.
Might as well be a shelter. I got 5 dogs.
Oh, wow. Hey, it might as well be a shelter.
Right.
But so what would you say your favorite part of the whole thing is? What just makes you want to do this more?
It keeps me going. It's something to keep my mind busy. I have severe anxiety and major depression, so it's something to keep my mind off things, just to keep me going, day to day. I got so many things that depend on me. It's just, it motivates me a lot to just get up and go.
So that's kind of your motivation behind all this, is to just keep yourself busy and keep your mind off of everyday normal things that bring us down, more or less.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
All right. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning with this, all these things dependent on you? Who gets first care?
The dogs got to be let out. I feed the bunnies, got to water the chickens, and then you got to do the beardies. They get their greens. And then, it's pretty much I get a free few hours during the day. Then I have to come home. The snakes, as soon as you clean them, they're shit in their tub. So you have to clean them again. They keep me busy. They really do. If it's not one animal, it's another. It's constant.
All right. I'm just going to scroll through and have a couple shout outs here. I don't know. I'm doing too much this week to turn anyone blue or to put comments up there. I mean, we could put some people up there hey, Ann, how's it going? Tammy, we love you. You're always here. Lexi, but I'm not going to sit here and do that. Just chilling. What's up? Joe Bartley, thanks for stopping by. Morbid, you're the boy. Tamara, of course, right there. Hey, Derek, Reptiles. Nice, thanks. We appreciate you. I think Rock on Reptiles. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm a little disoriented this week. There's a lot going on, but we're just
What's
going
going
with
on,
it.
everybody in the chat? I'm glad you guys made it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping out. It's really cool. So ball python wise, like, what are some of your favorite projects you're working there?
Well, see, this year would be my first year breeding.
Mine too.
So I have a lot of pastels. Like anybody who's like Derek's Reptiles, he's been with me since I had like 5 subscribers.
Nice.
Like I'm a pastel hoarder, so I have like pastels with tons of pets. Like I got pastels het Krypton, I have pastels het Clown, het Pied. It's like endless. So this year though, I'm breeding a Mojave Fire yellow belly to a Mojave Cypress. I'm doing a pastel to a pastel clown, and then a pastel to a pastel possible het candy, just to play around since it's my first year breeding.
Right.
Did you happen to look at the new video that Canova dropped about pastel? I didn't get a chance to send it to Ken, so Ken has
I was just about ready to say that.
really
I'm
like
not your biggest fan of pastel.
yeah. And I've been telling him like, hey man, it works in quite a bit of combos. And he's like, nah, there's only a couple that I'm like, yeah, but for the most part, he does not like pastel, especially in a clown.
Like, it
why
don't
do
have
you
its
like
place in
pastel?
clown in my mind. Like Desert Ghost, yes. I mean, you can't have a Desert Ghost without pastel in it. I'll agree there. But just, I don't like it in clown. I mean, I don't.
Missing out. I mean, it's my like all-time favorite, and I say it all the time, like in every unboxing video I do. I think people are really sleeping on it because they pass it off as like a simple gene, but it's like a building block to a lot. Like
I feel
so much.
I feel I'll add it in when it's needed.
Yeah.
Like Desert Ghost, it's needed right away. Even G-Stripe, like the pastel G-Stripes, I kind of like it in there. They got upside down for a second. but I mean, in clown, I've seen a couple combos like with acid. I could stand it. You know what I mean? Like, because it just takes some of that whiteness out their head. I don't know. I guess it's the head that I don't like. The body's okay. I just don't like the head. And it just turns me against it.
Spot on the head. But me personally, I'm like, hey man, that gives you more potential for something else. Like I had showed you that one that had like the stretched out dots. That looked pretty crazy, Ken. That was a clown combo with pastel.
I'm coming around more, but my first thought was just, I don't like it. And then I seen it when it was older and was like, man, I really don't like it. So I don't know. But then again, there are certain lines that it would have to be a really good line for me to put it in my collection like that. Even though I do have it in my pieds, it's not getting nowhere near my clowns.
Right.
I absolutely love them. They're my like all-time favorite. Like,
and you know what? To suit your own. Like I'm sure there's people out there that will agree with me that they don't like it in clowns, and I'm sure there's more people that will agree with you that they do. But
I mean, I like pastel. It's one of the most used genes out there. Pastel is in so many different combos, and there's some combos that I feel like it overpowers, but other ones, absolutely a good thing.
I'm learning.
You'll get there.
Maybe
So,
not.
Makayla, if you could have any reptile, what would it be?
Any reptile? Well, I really want a retic, but I'm down here in Florida, so I can't own one. Like I've always wanted like a big snake, and I can't even own them because I'm down here in the no fun state.
so little, 100, what, 100-pound you soaking wet once a 20-foot long snake?
You think I'm 100 pounds? I'm like 6 foot tall.
Okay, well, I can't gauge how tall you are. So, okay, what, 120?
No, I feel like 180. I'm tall, so it all evens out.
Okay, well, regardless, you look tall, thin, whatever. But you want to handle a retic because I'm 6'2", 250, and I'm like, no,
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like if you have the right mindset, you could handle anything. You know.
That's cool. Angie,
Ken's a big softy
from
inside, that's why.
She thinks they're good.
He's big on the outside, but inside he's small.
I wouldn't say small because I've done some ballsy things in my life. There's just things I won't do. I mean, if you would have told me before March of this year I would have owned snakes, I would have called you crazy. I was scared of them my whole life. 44 years, I was scared of snakes. Well, 43 because I got into it before I turned 44. And now I have 17 of them back there, and I will pick them up and I will mess with them and no big deal. But now y'all want me to go and get this thing that can get 20 feet. No.
Yeah, ball pythons are so friendly though. I have a corn snake, but I caught her wild out there in my chicken coop. She's mean as hell. Like you can't pick her up. You can't you lift up the hide to drop a rat in and she's striking at you. You know,
I've messed with a couple gardener snake through the years, and them gardener snakes in PA, they show no mercy. They don't care. They will throw their whole body at you to try to bite you.
Yeah,
they're pretty vicious.
Yeah, she's terrible.
That's cool though. I mean, maybe in 5-6 years I'll be at that point, but right now I'm just starting out, and ball pythons is usually.
I got into it like 3 years ago. I'm just an animal hoarder, so I packed them on quickly. And I bought in bulk. That was my problem. Instead of buying just like 1 or 2, it would be like 3 or 4 or 6.
Yeah, right. So, your family, immediate family around you, how did they take this? Because mine are in shock that I'm doing this, and my mom thinks I'm crazy.
They don't like snakes. Yeah, they don't have nothing to do with them. I mean, my mom will come over and she'll walk back here. She don't hold them. She'll look at them. My grandma won't even come in my house.
Yeah, my mom won't even come to my house because of it. She's like, no, I ain't even playing with it.
Yeah, she's like, it was the worst thing that I could have ever done. But I tell you, it's nice. Nobody comes over, nobody bothers. It's pretty peaceful.
I kind of like it. Nobody's going to come to my house because I've got 17 snakes. I know they're not coming. That kind of peace is good.
Yeah, it really is.
So what would you say your favorite project is?
My favorite? Well, so this year I'm actually breeding the first snake that I ever got. She was sold to me as a normal, but I'm assuming she's a pastel because she's got yellows in her. But when she was a baby, she had reds and bright oranges. So I really don't know what she is. But I'm really excited to see what she is because I paired her to another pastel to see.
So you're trying super.
Yeah. So
that sounds exciting. I mean, if you find out that you have this new gene though with it, and it's some kind of dinker gene, what would you name it?
I have no idea.
You wouldn't call it the Makayla gene? I mean, Makayla's farm gene?
I just kind of I'm winging it right now,
Yeah,
I accumulated a lot really quickly, and I'm still even with breeding and all, I'm still constantly asking questions. I go to Kurtwood, let's see, TNT balls, KY constrictors. I'll run to them 3 and be like, hey, this happened or this happened. What do I do?
Yeah, Todd. We had Todd on here last week. Todd's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's awesome.
He's one of the best people in the community to ask, in my opinion, because there's a lot of people you can go to, and from my own personal experience, they'll kind of act a little iffy towards you when you're asking questions well, why are you breeding if you don't know that?
Yeah, there's some people.
DEA Exotics asks Makaylas Farm, what's your goals for 2023?
In general or like snake wise?
I'm going to say snake wise, just for right now. If he wants to know in general, we'll get back to it. But snake wise, what's your goal ball python wise?
I kind of just wing it. And well, I mean, I have the 3 that I'm pairing right now. I know I need to slow down on buying them because I have to get more racks built. I'm actually going in with Stan, See a Surf at Morts. He's coming over and we're building racks in my shed for the rats so we can get the rats up and going because I'm spending like $80 a week, which is ridiculous, you know. And then like on top of like the chickens and everything else, it's crazy expensive. So we got to get the rodents up and going first before I can really expand any more out into it.
I got super lucky and I found a guy that's close by that like charges me next to nothing for rats. You know what I mean? Like I'm paying $40 a week to feed them. I eventually am going to get, you know, another rat colony started. I did have an ASF colony, but the 2 females in there kind of went crazy and killed everything off. So, I mean, I feel that I failed in that in the sense that I didn't bulk up and make more communities and switch them out. So I learned there. So I will start some more rats again soon. But right now, like this guy's been a savior. I mean,
Well, see, I was breeding the Norwegians for a while, and I bred the ASF. The ASF kept eating their babies, so I kind of gave up on them, and I fed them all off. And then the Norwegians, they stunk so bad. Like, I was like, I can't do it. Like, I'd rather do ASF all day long. I'm in an area where I can have them and breed them.
See, like, I was going to this other person that was really cheap, and, you know, it was only costing me $100 a month compared to the $120 I pay now. I mean, yeah, that's still up there. You know, I could still save that, but basically it was costing me $20 cheaper, but I had to keep them for a month because I can only see them once a month. And man, it just gets so raunchy. Like, and it's only 2 or 3 days, and you're like, oh, I can't take the smell. Like, Shane has a trick with kitty litter I tried, but that's still a week. I mean, I guess that ain't too bad. But,
I go and I pick up, like, I feed them Norwegians right now. That's what I buy off the lady. And I get here some nights, like, I'll just stick the rats back here in the tub and I'll be like, I'll feed them tomorrow, you know. And by the time I go to open up that tub, it stinks.
Like, it's quick. It's like overnight, them things turn into just like cute little fuzzy things, the stinky, nasty. Do I really want to feed them to my snake things? I mean,
nasty.
I started washing them off. Like, before I'd give them to my snake, I'd rinse them just to make sure there was no stink on them. Who'd want to eat a stinky rat?
Well, see, my snakes, they don't care if they're stinky, nasty.
Yeah, mine don't either. But I was just thinking, at least wash that dirt off their feet, you know, just trying to keep the stink away. I don't know. Maybe I get too far. Maybe it's stinky. I mean, I'm sure anyone out here that really breeds snakes that knows that rats are bad. What's that? Prices are going to make me stand. I'll put that up there.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So, how many colonies do you plan on doing?
Well, so I have to feed my snakes. We have to feed Stan snakes and then Macy's Exotics because she lives right down the road from me, which she didn't even hold a snake like a year ago. And now she owns like 6 of them, you know, so we got to have enough to do. Wow. So I think we were going to do like 12 or 11 just to get started and then to go from there.
So this is like a 3-person, you know, incorporated attack on raising rats for your snakes.
Pretty much. We're all just going to go in and knock it out.
Lexi, I told you earlier that I probably wasn't going to get into showing those tonight. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to get them out. She has her bearded dragons here, and I'm kind of watching them for her because her place she feels isn't too warm for them, so she brought them down here. and she wants me to show them. And like, I haven't handled them much and stuff yet. I mean, that little one, I'm definitely not getting out because it's pretty little. It'll get away from me.
To hold. I mean, you just, when you hold them, you hold it like the center point by your tail. You don't even have to put pressure. They won't move their back legs. You just hold. I got 2 that never grew because I got one that's a rescue that's sitting right here on the floor next to me. I got Harley, who she's growing regularly, and then I got 2 in there that never grew. So they're sitting, one's at 9 grams and one's at 15.
I'm going to go get a big one because now I feel bad. Hold on a minute. I'm going to go get the bigger one. Yes, Lexi, I'll show off your dragon. All right. This is Athena.
Cute and tiny.
I mean, they just got her not that long ago at the Gettysburg show, November 12th.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one's chill, but that little one, I mean, it's like 2 inches long and it's jumpy, and I'm afraid of dropping it, you know. I'm just not sure with it yet because I've never had dragons. It's new to me, you know what I mean?
Dragons are literally so cool. I rescued him, and like I've got so many more just because of him. Like, and
That's cool.
He's like pretty long. Like, let's see if he'll let me do it. He's in brumation right now, so he's pretty calm. He's pissy, so he's all black. He was a rescue. When I took him in, he was like a third of his size. Like, he was so skinny.
Yeah, she's I mean, got some size to her.
Yeah, he looks about as big as the one that I got in there in the kitchen. Yeah, I've got 3 out there and then him in here. And then I had, 2 beardies come in last week. And it was the 2 mini dragons. So
yeah. So how many like snakes, like reptiles, not other parts, just like reptiles, do you have?
Well, so I have 7 more still coming in when it warms back up because, you know, I'm in Florida, so it just got cold this week, but it was like everywhere else. So I have like no sense of like it was cold anywhere else. So I was still buying animals like it was
right.
So there's 19 here, and then I have all of those coming in, and then there's 2 over at Macy's house still.
And so you had 7, 20, 19, 26, so about 28 to 30, you'd say? Nice.
And I'm not even done yet because, you know, it's not warmed up yet. So I'm sure that I'm going to buy some more before it has time to warm up.
Yeah, I started, like in March, I got my first one of 2022. I have 17 back there now. I won a snake from Celtic Balls, and you know, when it warms up, they'll send it. So that's 18, and I have 4 that I'm paying for over the winter from Fred and AJ.
Well, so you know what's funny? Last year in February, this year in February, I only had 3 snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kurtwood and Big D's Pythons gave me a snake for my birthday, gave me a butter lesser and a pastel. They were both breed ready. And then it was like it just exploded to, like I said, I wasn't buying just one. It was like 3, 4, and then 6. And then like it was nonstop. Like I had to stop myself. I was like, okay. I bought 2 racks with 3 snakes and was like, okay, no problem. Racks are filled. So I have a problem.
Yeah, like I had to stop because like I'm out of rack space right now. And it's just like, do I save and buy another rack or do I just build one? Because like the first rack that I built, like it's doing really well. These snakes are, you know, I'm pulling like at least 90 to 92 from top to bottom, and it's 11 high.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I designed it as a dummy tub on the bottom, and that's what takes the temperature. So there's an empty tub on the bottom that regulates the thermostat that controls the whole system, and it works, and it's working out good. So I think I'm just going to take this room back here and fill it with it.
Well, see, I got lucky enough that whenever Proper Royals, whenever he got new racks, I bought his old racks.
Nice.
Because he only lives like 45 minutes away from me, which I've actually bought 2 or 3 snakes from him too.
I'm meeting local people. So, I mean, you're not going to tell me if they have racks that are cheap if I'm not going to buy them instead of building them. So, well, I mean, I'm already talking to another person.
Yeah.
So I'm learning. There's a couple breeders by here that I'm getting, and they're upgrading and selling their like ones like that. They're just the PVC. They're getting a breeder style rack.
And that's what Adam did. He built these, and then he ended up buying more with like the actual tubs with like the water bill built into it. Which, I mean, they're nice, but I mean, these are nice too. I figured out a way that I was going to show, like even on them things it would work. But set your water tub against like the front side of the tote, drill a hole through there, and then get bowls that sit inside each other and zip tie it to the front, and then put a bowl inside of a bowl, and it works. That's what I did, and it works great. You just take the bowl outside of the one that's zip tied, fill it with water, and then you don't got to worry about it. Because I tried hot glue, I tried like Velcro, I tried the crazy glue, or Gorilla Glue it in, and just nothing would work. They would knock it off. Zip ties work. Yeah. Yeah, Tammy, I've been looking at the dark red black beardies too.
Yeah, I've seen those. They're really nice.
Yeah, I'm still so new into the hobby. Like, I'm finding out new stuff all the time, new snake genes that I had no clue about. Because I'm gonna be honest, I bought I bought 3 sisters.
All right. I was going through like a choppy zone. I could hear you guys, but it was all crazy whenever it came back. So I was like, I'm gonna just mute myself.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Yeah. Lexi made me get the beardy out, and it's freaking out. It wants loose.
I know, that's awesome, dude.
But I'm gonna go throw her back real quick. She's kind of just not liking this. I don't know. I'm going to try to lay her on my shoulder like this. See if she'll hang there like that.
Yeah. See, mine's used to it because every time I go live, whenever I'm on my channel, I have him with me. He's my unofficial co-host besides Sherry.
Nice.
So he's used to this.
So, ball python wise, what gene do you want to add next? Codom and recessive?
No idea. See, I've just been playing it by ear right now. And like, I see something that I like and then I just buy it. And I was actually talking with Kurtwood this morning, like I'm gonna sit there and video chat him, and I've got to go with like a specific, okay, this is what I'm doing, because I kind of went crazy this year, like I said, and crazy. So I got to kind of like dial it back a little bit, see what I really need. Probably going to do a few giveaways on my channel. Like I got a bumblebee that I took in. She's half dead. She's got stuck eye caps and all. But I fattened her back up, so I'll be doing a giveaway for her on my channel here soon.
Nice.
Because she's breed ready. She's like breed size. She was just starved to death. Because the lady didn't realize she had to feed live. And she thought that frozen thawed, like every snake would take it, no problem. And
no, that's not the case.
I have to ask for help.
Right.
Yeah. So the snake almost died because she just wasn't willing to ask for help, which is crazy. So
do you have something? Do you have something you want to make yet? Have you thought about that? Saying, I want to make this snake.
Not yet. No, I know that I'm hearing those 3 this year. But it's just my first year breeding. So I have more breed ready females that I could have bred. But I'm only doing 3 just to kind of get like the hang of it, to make sure I do it right before I lose a whole bunch of eggs, you know.
Right. I get it. I get it. See, I kind of, I bought kind of to a plan. You know, I came up with a plan, and I figured if I lose eggs, then I make the adjustment as I go. I mean, I might lose a decent clutch, but, you know, I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to do everything to prevent I can't. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just kind of like you, experimenting, but I kind of have a little bit of a path. You're just coming out guns blazing, like, I want this, I want that. That's
Pretty
cool.
much. See, that's why I had to stop myself, because I filled both of my racks, and then I was like, okay, you know, now I kind of got to figure where I'm going from here. Because, like I said, I'm an animal hoarder. I collect them unnecessarily. But, you know, that's the first step to like fixing the problem. You got to admit you have a problem, you know, so I'm getting there.
Awesome. Yeah, like admitting to it is the first step. So, yeah, that's great.
Okay, so if you were to do any other profession other than something to do with animals, what would it be? Like, what would be your dream job other than something to do with animals? Can't have anything to do with animals.
I did cooking before this. Like, I worked in restaurants and all that. So I was going to open a food truck, and then everything kind of changed. So life happened, and I sit at home now and play with reptiles and the chickens.
What kind of food would you want to serve?
Really, just like burgers, chicken tenders, fries, just like a normal little food truck. Because out where I am, there's really nothing like that. I come from St. Augustine, so it was like a really busy city town. And out where I am, the population's only like 4,000, so there's not really any restaurants, anything like that. So it'd be nice to have something like different, menu that changes, you know, every little while, keep it fresh.
I know it sounds weird, but honestly, I have not seen a food truck that sells burgers.
Like, I've seen them up here, but they're not real good burgers. Like, if you do gourmet burgers, like, you know, what they have now in burgers, like all in steak burgers and stuff, you probably do pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, there's one out here. There's a taco truck out here. They're like slammed because, like I said, there's no restaurant. So it's either you're eating at home or you're going to drive an hour and a half away to go get something to eat. You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And over here, there's a gang of taco trucks too. It's like all taco. Well, not all taco trucks. They got some really crazy food trucks out here they do a food truck showdown every year here.
Really?
Yeah, where there's like 100 or 200 food trucks, and they all get in a circle and like do a competition, pretty much. It's pretty cool. If you ever go to San Antonio, look up when the food truck showdown is. Time it. I do have to say that the last time I went with my uncle, it was brutally hot, and there was like no shade. It was one of the hottest days of the year, and in South Texas, the hottest day of the year is a really hot day. So, oh man, and the lines were crazy, but the food was delicious.
Yeah,
food was delicious.
They have this thing called the Grange Fair up here, and now it's not like food trucks, but it's like vendors that travel all around these fairs, and the food's great. Like, you go there and you find some off the wall stuff, and it's all good.
Ken, if you had a food truck, or if you had a restaurant or anything like that, what would be your best dish? Like, what dish do you make best? And then Makayla, the same question.
Pierogies.
But
I would do pierogies with like, yeah, with like brown gravy flavored, you know, potatoes, little slice of like broiled onion and beef, and like General Tso's pierogies. I don't know, all kinds of pierogies. Chicken bacon ranch, chicken cheddar ranch. We've experimented with pierogies before. We can do some wild ones.
Nice. And Makayla?
I have no idea.
It's all about the pierogies at Thunder, dude. She's like, wow, now my brain's turning. Pierogies.
She's like, what is a pierogi?
It's basically dough with potatoes and flavored stuff in it and fold it in half, more or less.
Oh, I know what a pierogi is. See, it would just be like if it was a food truck, it would be, maybe something like a special burger or a special like something easy to eat. But if it was like a restaurant, it would be like baked ziti or chicken pot pie, something that like we made every night, just a certain amount of.
We was
I would do
traveling
chili
through.
cheese dogs, bro. My specialty would be chili cheese dogs, hands down. I got my
We would-
mama's recipe.
I was traveling with my brother through Ohio, and I think it was in Cincinnati. We stopped at this little pub, and they had like just off the wall crazy pierogies, like ones with beets in them and stuff, and it was good. I mean, it was like instead of potatoes, they like blanched and mashed up the beet and flavored the beet, and then put that mashed beet inside of a pierogi. It was really good.
Yeah.
Like so. My pierogi game is stepped up like 10 times more than you ever heard.
I legitimately thought you were going to talk about Cincinnati's chili with their spaghetti chili. I'm like, that ain't chili, bro.
No, that's just some spaghetti over noodles. I mean, that's chili mac. I mean, that's
right.
That's a what is it? A hamburger helper thing. I never got into the chili mac. Like,
yeah.
Yucky.
Do you like a sweet chili or a savory chili, Makayla? Or actually, do you like chili, Makayla? Because that one.
It would have to be savory.
Yeah,
I'm a sweet and savory type guy. Gotta have some sweetness to it.
Nah, Ken uses like jelly in his chili. You can't do that, bro. That's
yes, you do. Don't knock it unless you try it. You got to take that acidity out of the tomatoes somehow. Hey. Instead of using sugar or baking soda, I use grape jelly, and it works great.
Hey, don't you be talking that stuff now, because you're coming to, we're gonna meet up in a couple days. We're gonna have to have a chili cook-off.
Oh, you're gonna make me kick your ass on some chili. You don't want none. I can cook.
Man, I want it all. I want all the smoke.
I don't know about smoke, but you'll get some sweet chili to knock your socks off.
Oh wait, I gotta be in the car with him. No. I don't want it.
Yeah, let's take that back a notch. I use a lot of beans in my chili.
Overruled, bro. Overruled. Chili comes first.
Oh boy.
I
had cue cards and stuff.
Like a chili bowl, though, right? Like I like mine on a chili dog, like because all the toppings and stuff, man. It just.
See, that's two different things. If you're talking about like a chili sauce on a hot dog, and the chili that I eat, no, that's two separate things.
See, that's where you gone wrong, bro. Because it's got to be the same thing.
No, it's different. Now I'll put that chili on a burger. But on a hot dog, it's got to be just meat and like the seasonings and tiny bit of tomato. Like you got to make that chili sauce.
I see you using your chili on a burger.
Yeah.
Like a sweet chili, that kind of makes more sense. I would never want to put my chili on a burger. It would just overfeed it. It'd be like too much.
No? This question comes up. Kendra's locked away for a while. Right. She'll be around, but she's locked away for a bit. She usually don't come out till Halloween, but she might be making it out here soon.
I'm gonna get Kendra a heads and tails bikini.
Oh no! Don't dare anything, because it'll be done and it'll be brought. That's all I gotta say, and it'll be brought.
I'm sorry. Nah, I need that on this cop.
So I had note cards and stuff, and I don't know where I put them. So we're just kind of winging this. If you haven't got that, hey, what's up, Tyler? So if there's any animals you like to show off, like you feel free to do so outside of your dragons. I mean,
Yeah, I'll grab some here in a minute.
it's just kind of one of them like the things. Just my day's been hectic, to be honest. Like, I got woke up at 8:30 this morning, by finding out that news, and it's just been a whirlwind ever since. And I'm that type of person that is just like, let's do it. I'm not going to back out my prior engagements or my words, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take him back.
Keep it moving. Damn it! I had a good question. I done lost it. I don't know.
So what are your breeding plans for the year?
Oh, I have my 3 pairings. Just waiting on eggs right now. I'm doing 2 piebalds together, so I got some visual pieds coming out. The male is 100% het for Xanthic, so the babies will be 50% het. And then I have a spot-nosed clown male going to a pastel leopard butter Enchi het clown female. So half of them should be visual clowns. And then I got the puzzle project I'm going on, which it's a het-to-het pairing. Both are Enchi, and then the female is yellow belly Enchi, where the male is pastel orange dream Enchi.
So, like, just Shane was talking about his clutches. My clutch, I got a spot nose clown going to a gravel double het clown ultra male. He's also going to my ivory 66% het clown that when Hannah Seidel, that's the one that got used in Hannah Seidel's projects and got my name and put into her write-up. But when she did the testing on that, she also said that she proved out for clown. So we hope that that's right. I mean, we'll see. And then then what? No, pied to that black pewter het pied, and then I stuck that lavender het Xanthic male to the blade 100% clown pied 66 lav to prove out her lav, because none of their males were ready, but I had those males ready. So I was just like, let's put it together. Let's see if she proves out.
Yeah. If you could, all right, she's back. If you could pick up and just move anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Honestly, I've only been out of Florida like a handful of times. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, though.
Hawaii would be cool.
So she is, so I actually got all 3 sisters. She's a pastel 100% het for Krypton. So.
See, Krypton is just something that I didn't like at first, but now I'm really starting to respect it.
Wait, hold on. No, that don't make sense. 100% het for Krypton or Cryptic?
Krypton.
See, that doesn't make sense because a Krypton is a double het. A Krypton is a
clown.
Het and het clown.
Yeah, that's what they had told me when I bought them. And then on the card it says het for Krypton.
Shouldn't it be one or the other?
Huh?
Shouldn't it be one or the other?
I don't know. I'm still new to this.
Yeah, see, Krypton means it's... Well, no, see, isn't Krypton het for both, Shane?
Well, that's what I'm saying. How could it be het and het again? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So maybe Krypton... Does anyone know in the chat, like het Krypton, does that mean it's het for both clown and cryptic? Or does Krypton mean it's one or the other?
Yeah, I have no idea. I can breed
it has to be one or the other.
I think that's what it is, one or the other.
Yeah. Oh man. Anybody in the chat know? Ken, you got chat going? What's up? I can't see nothing.
Oh, I cut off my camera. Looks like I'm
Yeah,
good.
I hit the wrong
Yeah,
button. I
see,
muted her,
Krypton
then I
is visual.
unmuted her, then I put her off solo.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because Krypton is visual, so it has to be either Het Cryptic or Het Clown.
Huh.
So the Krypton is a Het Cryptic, Het Clown.
Yeah, I was just going by what was on the card. Like I said, I'm still pretty new to all this.
Let me, Jerry, can you put it back up there so we can see? I don't think it looked like a Krypton. But...
This is a different one.
Oh, it's a different one.
What you
We'll
got
move
there?
past it. No big deal. We're all just new. Shane's trying to get all specific on us.
Yeah, I just
Oh
go.
no, I'm fascinated by genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right? I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Now, see, I do like the way pastels look on their own and in some combos, but I like recessive animals. I want to do nothing but recessives. And I just...
Look up a Krypton.
What's that?
Look up a Krypton.
I ain't looking it up now.
Something is smoking.
That's a nice pastel. Is that just a pastel?
Yeah, the
Or is that the het cryptic? Is that the het cryptic one that you were showing?
What the heck? Yeah.
Oh, all right. But that's a beautiful snake.
Told me about it. It was the They said it was the pastel Het Clown, Het Cryptic, and then on the card it says Het Krypton. So. And then this one is from Kurtwood Ball Pythons. He's a spider yellow belly.
All right, Shane. So Celtic Ball said Krypton is Het Cryptic and Het Clown.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Krypton means there. A breed a Krypton to a snake that was a clown cryptic or a Krypton. So Het Krypton is either Het or
Whatever.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, got you. Okay, so got you.
Move on. What's that?
So he's a spider yellow belly from Kurtwood, which I actually have his brother here right now because Macy's Exotics had got him, and
Nice.
he wasn't eating for her, so I got him, and he's been eating fine, put back on weight. So he'll be going back to her here soon.
Isn't that crazy how just like a simple change in the snake's life will just cause it like to be like start eating?
Yeah. Well,
Like
see,
I
didn't do anything different than she did. I mean, I moved him to a dark tub, but that was it. It wasn't anything different. I mean, and his brother, this is his brother here, and he's 3 times the size easily because he's never missed a meal for me.
I put hides in them, and it seems like putting the hides in, as soon as I did that, I've had no problems with the snakes. Putting a hide inside their drawer, like inside their tub, I should say, because I got sliding tubs out. You know, just put a hide in there, and they stick their head out and eat.
Yeah.
I mean, that easy. It's been for me anyways. I don't know. Other people's had problems, but
Some of mine have hides, some of them don't. The ones that don't is because they shit on their hides, like every time I put one in there. So they lost the privilege.
yeah, I get it.
But everybody else has hides.
Yep, they're like, if they stop eating, I'll give them a hide. They don't get a hide. They don't know that they don't get a hide until they stop eating, more or less.
My albino spot nose, every single time I clean her enclosure, she leaves a big old dump in the one part that there's no substrate. Every single time. And I leave her a little spot so that if she wanted to get down to the flat, she could. She goes right there, leaves a big old dump every time. I'm like, man.
Hey, these guys right here, everybody, if you haven't seen the Olympus Reptiles video, the latest one, you need to go over and check it out. These guys right here are turning heads, and rightfully so. Shout out to FNA. Love you guys.
And you know, we'll see you Sunday. Anybody that ain't going to the FNA balls races on Sunday, you're missing out, man. You're missing out.
You're missing out, 'cause that's a good time.
Y'all need to go check out FNA for sure.
Well, you know what? It's well deserved, guys. Seriously, it's well deserved.
And we were like, when I seen it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
was
at
all hyped
first I
for
was
you guys.
taken back, like, oh man, what? I was getting ready to get all defensive. And then all of a sudden he starts saying what he's saying. And I was like, heck yeah. Those
See,
guys
and
need.
luckily for me, you had already seen it. So by the time I seen it, I already knew what was,
Yeah,
So
but
this one's
You're-
FedEx. She's
so was I.
I bought her as a normal, but I think she's a pastel.
Is that one you was saying that you bought as a normal? Yeah, you bought as a normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say she's pastel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, she looks a little different than the pastel female that I got from Kurtwood on my birthday, but like she looks brighter. But
Kind of looks like she's got like some flaming on the bottom too.
when she was a baby, she had like reds and oranges. I have a picture on my Instagram. It was one of the first that I posted.
That's an interesting snake there.
She's big. She's fat. I've been pairing her, so I'm hoping that I get eggs from her this year.
Yeah, she looks like she could lay quite a few eggs. What is she? Probably over 2,000? Like, I'd say pushing 3,000.
She's I think it was 2,300, but she's pretty big. She's
Yeah.
big. So, but this was the one that started it all for me, which got me into pastels because I got her and it just went crazy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a really good example if it's just pastel. For sure, that's a good line. That would see now that would make me want to buy pastel off of you because I like that line.
Yeah,
I still
she's
probably
beautiful.
wouldn't like it in clown, but in desert ghost and hypo and xanthic, yeah.
Yeah, because she's absolutely beautiful.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
Yes, she is.
she's chunky. I'm hoping that I'm doing something right.
Definitely looks like you're doing something right with her.
Yeah. Well, see, y'all are gonna get me bit tonight because they're all looking for food. Because tomorrow's feed day, so I'm like opening tubs and they're like, "You dropping something in?"
Yeah.
They're like, "It's
Yeah,
fine."
she should. She sure should, Joel.
Yeah, she's my girl. This was my most excited clutch of the year because if I get eggs off of her, I can kind of prove her out a little bit. But then I get a baby to keep off of her too.
Yeah.
She's really the best snake. I mean, people who come over, like they want to hold the babies, and I'm like, no, you might get bit by the babies. Hold a snake that I trust like completely.
Yeah.
Holding a baby that's completely unpredictable.
Yeah, I had my cousin up here over the summer, and he wanted to hold the little ones, and I'm like, no, them things are bitey. You want to hold this bigger one, and I mean, Walter was probably about 800 grams then, but he was over that bitey stage, And I was like, this is the one you want to hold. I trust him. I don't trust those ones, so I understand that totally.
Yeah. I mean, when you get them, and I've had her since she was, if you look back on Instagram, it was one of the first pictures that I posted. She fit like in the palm of my hand. She was so tiny. And that was before like I had scales, so I had no idea what she weighed. Like I said, she was sold to me as a normal, but she's definitely not a normal.
Yeah, that's definitely not normal.
My lighting sucks, but she's definitely not a normal, so.
No, 100% not a normal. Not
I'm
even.
excited to breed her out. So.
Yeah, I'd be excited too.
Hmm.
Can I see the top of the head?
Top of her head. She lets me. She's got like a little
Look
bit
at that.
Yeah, a little blushing. That's. Oh, does it look like a butterfly?
A butterfly?
No, it's kind of like washed out a little bit and like.
It's been there since she was a baby.
That's pretty cool.
That's why I was wondering if it was like either fire or firefly or something like that. Does it end up having a bunch of striping towards its tail? Like, does the pattern break up? The alien heads turn to stripes?
She'll work with me. Anyway.
Man, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah,
I don't know
she
what that
is.
is, but that's pretty.
That alien head goes all the way back.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think it's fire. I think that's a recessive in there, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she
I
is.
don't know what that is. Anybody know in the chat? What we got in the chat?
Yeah, I've been asking since I joined the reptile community. I've been asking everybody. I'm like, what do you think she is?
It's so hard to sit there and take a snake that you'd have no idea what it is. Like, you're sort of normal. Like, apparently it's a pastel, but I think there's something more in it than pastel. And it's
Right.
just going to be hard to actually figure it out. I mean, what you're going to have to do is keep taking it to different things and seeing if you can make a super form of something that's not pastel.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of trial and error. Hopefully we hit it within the first few
Well,
years.
hey, one thing you can do is get that 12-panel DNA test.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that only says them 12, you know.
Hey, that's 12 less things it could possibly be if it comes back with 0.
Oh, crap. I kicked her out on accident.
Oh, man.
All right, I got her back. I hit the wrong thing.
My friend Ken.
I hit the wrong thing. I kicked you out for a second, but I got you back.
You didn't do too bad. If I'm live and I'm the host, I've like kicked people out of studio completely, and they've had to come back, like just click on the button.
Luckily, I was able to put you right back in the studio. I didn't totally boot you.
Okay, if you could have a pet dinosaur, what would it be?
I'd want a T-Rex.
Oh, you're gonna die.
No.
He's going to
Everybody
eat you.
says T-Rex, I always think like they're that guy in Jurassic Park that just whomp, you know, like
No, you gotta have
the dude on the toilet, you know.
You know, that's my toxic trait. I feel like it would just sense that I'm like a wonderful person to be like, we buddies, you know, would be great.
See that? I want a raptor, you know, and that's what I sense. You know, I'm going to be like, you know, what's his name that trains them on, you know, Jurassic Park, and Blue's going to be my friend and run around my house and mess everyone up that comes there, like if I want her to.
Ken got that clicker, clicker, click.
I learned to talk their language. I mean, why not?
That's funny. I mean, what if the raptors were really just birds?
I mean, could be. Who knows? Hey, Stan, what's going on, bud?
Hey,
you know, like, what if raptors weren't intelligent? What if they were just like tall chickens?
Well, you think about it, chickens act just like them. I had a squirrel one time. She brought down a baby, then went to go bring down her other baby. And then like my chickens, like she snapped a branch, all their heads snatched, their eyes dilated, and they ran over like little dinosaurs and ripped them apart. You know, I mean, they are ruthless. They are really ruthless.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd still be sketchy, but I feel like that's almost more terrifying to get picked apart by a bunch of giant chickens. What up, Dan?
That would be. Well, you know, there's people that are like absolutely terrified of chickens. I mean, I had a Silky one time that when people would pull in the yard, he would run up to the driver door and wait for you to step out and wham you all the way up into the porch.
Yeah, like my brother was with a girl that had chickens, and she had this one rooster. Every time you would turn its back, I mean, if you turned and looked at it, it, you know, kind of turned the other way, but turn your back on it once, it was attacking you. The second you turned your back,
well, see, and that's
I turned around and smacked it.
You feel like you're safe, you're not safe.
Yeah. I turned around and smacked it because I knew it was coming. I heard it, and I turned around, open hand, smacked it upside the head. It didn't mess with me no more.
Yeah. See, I
almost had to fight a giant goose.
See, right
What's
now.
that, Shane?
Oh, sorry. I almost had to fight a giant goose. Like,
Oh, yeah. I don't mess with
2
them.
months ago. 2
2
months ago, bro.
I'll make sure.
Tim was
I think
coming.
everybody's probably got a story about a goose that tried to attack him. There was some angry.
Nah, bro. I had to protect the whole family. He was after us. Like, he wanted to fight, And at first I thought like, oh, maybe he wants to be friends. And then he was like, what's up? And I was like, oh, dang it. He's getting all big on me trying to. So I had to get
Yeah,
big
when
on
they
him
put
back.
their chest out, start flapping their
Bro,
wings, you might as well just start kicking at it. 'Cause it's coming.
that same goose got all of its eggs eaten by that rat snake that I saved.
So,
Yeah, so I could see why it was mad at you. It knew who you were. All right, Shane, we're at an hour.
That rat
I'm
snake
going to
was
end this
stuck in the
tonight.
goose cage.
I'm going to end this right at an hour tonight. There's just a lot going on that I got to get to and still do before I go to bed tonight. So thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I'm Ken from LMK.
I'm Shane
gonna
from
say your
Heads and
name, Shane?
Tails, Makaylas Farm. We appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And our prayers go out
Thanks,
to Ken
chat,
and
for
his
being
family.
there tonight. It was a little off, but we tried. See y'all.
have a good night, y'all.